Welcome back, and today's video is gonna be all about Dhal Puri, guys. I want to share with you step by step on how to make this Dhal Puri. And Dhal Puri is a soft type of roti that has a savory, flavorful split peas filling. And this is just one type of roti, guys. There is no shortage of rotis within the Caribbean. Check any Caribbean store and you will find Dhal Puri. It is so filling, guys. Just wrap it with any kind of meat or vegetables that you want to eat it with. I prefer to eat it with curry chicken and a lot of pepper. Okay? Alright, so let's get started. Here I have a dish and I'm going to be pouring 1 cup of yellow split peas. Once I pour that, I'm going to add some water into this dish. And I'm going to just keep washing this, making sure that I get most of the dust out from the split peas. And once I'm finished washing this, I'm going to set this aside and let this soak for about 4 to 5 minutes. After 4 to 5 minutes, I placed it into a pot with some water to boil. I did not add any salt, and once it starts boiling, here you're going to get a lot of white froth, or we call it like scallops, and that's okay. Once you take them out, it's going to be all right. If you leave the froth in, guys, it's going to be boiling over all the time. So once I remove that, I let this boil for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, it's not quite finished. I'm going to let it boil again for another 20 minutes. And now it's done. Once you feel the split peas and it's soft like this but yet firm, it's time to strain it. Once it's strained and cool a little, then I'm going to set it aside. Now in a pan over medium heat, I have some cumin seeds, which I'm going to roast not until it is dark brown, but until it has a little golden color. You want to do this so that you would give your Dhal Puri a flavor. So I'm going to go ahead right over to the food processor, and I'm going to add the split peas. I'm also adding here some grated garlic. And once you add the garlic, you want to start pulsing. So the food processor does the job, guys, and then you want to stop, give it a stir, making sure that all the split peas are well crushed up until you get more of a sandy mixture. You don't want this to be too mushy. If not, you're not going to get the quality of Dhal Puri you're looking for. I'm now adding the roasted cumin seeds, and you can crush them if you want to. I just like to see cumin seeds in my Dhal Puri. That's okay. They still give the same flavor. At this time, you can also add some seasoning if you care to. You can add anything you want once it gets a good taste for you. I just like to add some cumin, some salt. I like to add hot pepper and garlic, and that is all that I really need into this recipe. So once everything is finished here, I'm going to be adding some salt. I'm also going to be adding some pepper sauce, some hot pepper sauce rather, guys, and this is optional. For me, if it does not have that hot sauce, it does not get the required flavor that I am looking for. And like I said earlier, you can put any seasoning and flavor your split peas filling, and over to making the dough now. So here I have some flour. I'm adding some baking powder and salt. I'm going to also add some butter, and you want to have a nice soft dough, so I'm going to be using some nice warm water. Pour it into here, mix this dough until everything is evenly combined, and you want to mix this dough for about 5 minutes. Once the dough is at this stage, I like to go in with my hands and give this dough a very good mash. So I'm going to be adding a little bit of flour and knead. Now I'm going in with some oil, and this is vegetable oil, guys. Just rub it in well. And once you rub this in well and you give it a good knead, you are going to get a very good consistency. You'll see what it looks like once I'm finished. So now that I have a very nice soft dough ball, I'm going to cover this and let this rise for about 25 minutes. After 25 minutes, this is what my dough looks like, guys. Look at this. So I'm going to lightly sprinkle some flour over the surface of my work area here, and I'm going to place this dough right onto the counter. I can play with this dough all the time. It is so soft and good. So what you want to do here now, guys, is to just separate them. Just make sure you cut pieces of dough. I like to eyeball because I get a good average. It's okay. You can weigh your dough just to make sure you have equal pieces, just so that when you start the dal puri filling, you would have, the right size of puri to be made. So what I'm going to do is go in and just ball them again. And once I'm finished balling them, I'm going to cover them and leave them for another 15 minutes, just so that they can proof again. At this time, I do have my pan on the stove over very low heat. So now I'm going to roll the dough into a little round disc. Now I'm going to place the dough onto the center of my hand, and I'm going to place a generous amount of the filling onto the dough. So once I've done placing the filling into this dough, I'm going to start pinching the ends together. Just like so. Sometimes you get a little extra piece as you close it up, guys. You can just swing it around like me, just screw the top off, put it aside, and close up the other piece, and there you have that ball of your dal puri filling. So I'm going to continue doing the rest. The other sets, you're not going to see me taking off any piece from the dough. I was just showing you in case you tried it and you have that extra piece there, how you can actually just get rid of it. Place the dough into the center of your hand again, and then just put a generous amount of that piece filling, and here you have it, guys. It's this simple. So once I'm done, I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit of flour, and it's time for me to roll. I do have the baking pan on the stove over very low heat. Now I'm going to roll the dough, and you don't want to apply too much pressure. You just need to be gentle with this dough since it is very soft. Take your time, roll it from center outwards, inwards, guys, and you'll get a nice round dough. And the filling also is gonna be spread to the ends of this dal puri. You want to make sure that it does not burst, guys. And guys, once you take your time with this, trust me, you're gonna be getting a very good results out of this. So I'm doing this slowly just so that you can see how it's being done. Alright, so I'm going to remove this from the surface and place it right onto the pan. This pan is called a tawa or a roti pan, and you can use it for so many other things. So now that I've placed the dal puri onto the tawa, guys, and the tawa has so much heat, I'm gonna tell you it's gonna cook this dal puri in a jiffy. So after 25 seconds, I'm going to flip the dal puri right over. Now it's time for oiling the dal puri. Here I have some butter and oil. I am using an enamel cup, or you can also use an aluminum cup. I guess it's the same thing, just so that I would baste the dal puri. Pressing the ends and making sure that they cook, and you can also use paper towel, or you can also use a spoon, that's all right. I'm just so accustomed using a cup. And what I'm doing at the same time is pressing the dal puri with the bottom of this cup just so that the ends would be well cooked. Now I'm going to flip it again, making sure that I press the ends. And once this is done, I give it a half flip, and then I'm going to place it right over onto a plate with paper towel. And I'll continue doing the rest, guys. And once this is finished, you're good to go. Just grab your curry chicken, grab your mutton curry, whatever, however you call it, this is good. Look at this, guys. So I'm gonna tear open this dal puri from the end and let you see that when I rolled the dal puri, the filling came right through to the end. My dal puri is so soft and tasty. It's warm and nice, and you must try this. So guys, if you like this video, kindly please give it a thumbs up, press that subscribe button, and also press the notification bell to be notified when I upload another video. Kindly try this recipe, leave me a comment, let me know what you want me to make next, and I sure will do the honors. See you soon.